Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I've got my eye on Militao, who's developing his game very well and quite quick.
Shot a goal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Madrid with the corner, they're first. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Hernandez gets across and deals with it. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Strokes it back. He's had it taken off him. A probing pass. No, that's been intercepted. Doué is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Short changes him with that pass. Chouameni. It's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for...
Bellingham! Sensational from Bellingham! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, it's a great ball here. Bellingham. Chouameni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Look at the space. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Not the most accurate pass. It's a promising position. Big chance! Goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted.
Can he finish? Hernandez. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Saliba, and it's Chouameni. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Camavinga, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. It's coming up to the 30-minute mark. So what can they make of this? Threads one in. And this is Dembele. And he takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bellingham has found the net here, of course. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That looks a cracking ball. And this is Dembele. He's got away. Rudiger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the pass is intercepted. Bellingham. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Asensio. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Bellingham. Great vision. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Dembele. And a chance! Goal, France! And the comeback is complete. And he draws the sweetest of pictures.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
That's a shade optimistic. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Valverde. Oh, that's neat. Bellingham. Tries chance for a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Hernandez. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. France come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
France head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Maignan. And Konate. Koundé. Can he get on the end of this? Dembele picks it up out wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Camavinga. Valverde, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Doué. Dembele. And this is Dembele. And the shot! It's there! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's a good run down the right. Valverde.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Dembele. Great ball if he can get there. Real chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter...
Good chance here! He scores! Right back in the game!
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7.
Madrid choosing to make the first change.
El dorsal 5.
We have got ourselves a game here.
12.
Well,
El
what a
dorsal
difference
8.
a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
El dorsal 11. El dorsal 16.
What a
El
throw
dorsal
in.
15. El dorsal 21. El dorsal 6.
Ball's out once more. Rudiger. Asensio.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's played through for him. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Camavinga. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's gone loose. Goulet.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Brahim Diaz. That's going to go a long way. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Well, they can break here. And it's Camavinga. Lovely bit of skill. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, it's come to nothing. Saliba. It's Hernandez. Now it's Doué. Played into space out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Dembele! Oh, that's a waste.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
We have got
18.
changes here, from both
Será
sides in fact.
reemplazado por el dorsal 30. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Played back in. Brahim Diaz. Oh, well played, well played. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Rodrigo.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Thuram is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy that was. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin, a delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Vinicius Junior! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, easy pickings there.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Rodrigo. Rodrigo stood his ground strongly. Valverde. And it's Tchouaméni. That's Rudiger. Tchouaméni. It's Vinicius Junior. He's beaten. There's the shot! Danger averted for now. And it's Tchouaméni. Nicely weighted ball. Conte. Can he get it through? Well timed, excellent interception. Valverde. And it's Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Rodrigo. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And it's Conte, looking to play him in. Mbappe receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple. France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Looking for the run. Doué! And that has been clubbed away. Koundé. He is starved of space and time. And it's Koundé. Nice control. Conte.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Doué. Conte. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. Just eases him off the ball. Some good persistent defending here. Koundé. Doué. Here's Tchouaméni. Played back. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that was very necessary. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Bellingham. Spread neatly. Rodrigo has it out wide and in space. Rodrigo! It's there! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? France looking to pass their way through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And here's the chance to counter.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Doué. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Doué. Mbappe is onto this. Eder Militao defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Rodrigo picks it up out wide. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And there's the end of the first half. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
France really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can...
Shoots! Oh, it rattles the bar! Great idea, just poorly executed.
Well, it was probably, for him, the best option, but then again, I'm not the best judge of that.
France do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Foot in, and that has put paid to that. Out to the left it goes. Conte, pass somewhat off target. Oh, it's Dembele. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And here's Mbappe. Dembele. And they've been given a corner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Mendy is there, and he can get that clear. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Corner number 2 then. And he's heaved it away. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And that is as far as they're going to go. That is a brilliant interception. Alexander-Arnold plays it all the way forward. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Doué, and it's made its way to him. Skims one in. France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball if he can get there. Vinicius Junior, real chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And it's been taken short. Showing good feet. Now, can they get him away? And he was alert to it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Dembele. Oh, that's neat. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And here's Valverde. Good ball, good take.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Mbappe. And this is Dembele. And he's there to belt it away. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Mbappe. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Brahim Diaz, and a chance! Oh, it's Dembele. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rudiger. Valverde. Nicely worked. He's under a lot of pressure there. And it's Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Chouameni bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Chouameni has got himself a free kick. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Mbappe. And here's Olise. He's played it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Habrá 2 minutos de
Chouameni.
descuento.
Looking for a big chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And that will be the final act. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable.
Durante el descanso.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter,
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. Out towards the flank. Now it's Mbappe. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. Praised by many for his game-changing qualities. His showboating and confidence has won him a lot of admirers, and he can be a real force if he can add consistency to all of that talent.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Nice sequence of passes, this. Camavinga, and it's Dembele. Mbappe touches it back.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's having a shot! Goal, France! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Dembele. So what can they make of this? Now it's Doué. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. And now the breakaway. Knocks it into space. It's a goal kick. Taken back almost at once. Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's well spotted.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Mendy. Spread out to the left. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's had it nicked away. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And here's Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. That's good play. Chooses to go back. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! It's a loose ball. Oh, such a clever touch. Swept in.
That's good defensive concentration. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible. France really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Nicely worked. And the shot! In for the pieces! And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Now it's Valverde. Rodrigo! Oh, the ball's run loose here, and it's come back out to him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
5 minutes till the break. And it's Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Driving forwards. And he's heaved it away. Valverde. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, he's onto this. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, shot, surely! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
France are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And we are back on the way.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Mbappe! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Good pressure, determined, intense. Can he finish? Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Doué, looking for the run. It's Dembele! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Camavinga, played out wide. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Camavinga. Looking to go deep. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Doué. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Tchouaméni, skims one in. That'll be a throw. Now that looks a decent ball. That's been slipped through. Oh, that's superb. Decent chance! He has done it! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. That has been cut short. And it's Doué. Rodrigo. And it's Tchouaméni. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Hernandez. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Camavinga, can he get it through? And he's straight offside.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 5. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 21, el dorsal 6, el dorsal 15. Se va a realizar
Now
un
it's
cambio de
Vinicius Junior.
jugadores.
Tries to pass it through. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Great defending, strong and determined. Conte. Looking for options for movement. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Aimed beyond the defence. Great chance! Goal! France! And they're back in front. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
France take the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Madrid
22
are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. So they were calling for him, and now they get him.
Well, it does have its detractors always, but Route 1 has certainly proven itself effective over the years.
Looking for a runner. And it's Conte. Dembele in acres of space out wide. And he's quick to get it clear again. Now back in possession and ready to go again. And he's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Maignan. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Now it's Camavinga, and the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
It's looking good from here. It simply has to remain error-free now.
Klaus. Here's Chouameni. Elise. And time is up. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Dembele taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. And that would have been some goal.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and
a chance! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Valverde. Now Mbappe. And they can counter here. Madrid have a free kick. It's just beyond his reach. Played back towards his own goal.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Camavinga. And it's Dembele. Camavinga. France are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Saliba. Chouameni. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's managed to get free. And he was alert to it. Doué. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Neither side yet able to find the net. Passing is crisp and sharp. Valverde. Lovely pass, but... And the shot! Chouameni. And it's Camavinga. France looking to pass their way through. Bellingham. For Valverde. Mbappe. And it's Chouameni. Now Eder Militao. Bellingham. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
That's been cut out, well played.
This is the time you need that pace.
Valverde. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Played out to the right. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Real chance! He's scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
France are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Now, can they get him away? Well, that's a chance for a shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's following up! No mistake! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
France get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And it's Valverde. And he's intervened well there. Doué. And there is the half-time whistle. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Doué. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he's going to have his name taken. Hernandez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rice ended up in no man's land. Alexander-Arnold, and the counter is on. Valverde, looking to play him in. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. He's in a great position here. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, that is one way to stop him. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Changement.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior looking to penetrate opposition lines. Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. France finding their passes. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And that's going to be a booking. Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Rudiger gets good distance on it. Maignan. France have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Madrid looking to pass their way through. Out to the right. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz making good progress on the right-hand side. Hernandez. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Valverde has given away a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 21. À leur place,
Dembele
le numéro 25.
flings in. It's a
numéro
mighty
9.
effort!
Le numéro 9. Attention.
Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Camavinga. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Brahim Diaz proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he's on his way! Aimed beyond the defence.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Tura. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Chouameni. Conte. Tura. Great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
He's having a shot!
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Rodrigo, and it's Arda Güler. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's got away. Rudiger kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And now they can clear their lines. Hernandez. Conte. He won't be happy with that one. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Alexander-Arnold. Rudiger. And there goes the final whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. As you can see, we've already started here. And here's Dembele. And it's Doué. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Yep, it's a corner. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. chooses to go back. It's a mighty effort! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Mbappe!
Hernandez.
Oh, sweet feet.
France leading here thanks to that early goal.
And the score is 1-0.
And it's Bellingham. That ball looks a good one. He's shifting through. Real chance! That's another chance! And that was very necessary.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Doué. Dembele. France are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Doué. Hernandez elects to cross. That's really well cleared. It's Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Camavinga. Oh, it's Dembele. Chouameni.
Oh, they could break here.
Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. France finding their passes. Valverde. Bellingham. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Klaus. Camavinga. Doué. Played back in. Lovely pass. Mbappe! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
It's Hernandez.
Oh, great feet, that.
Mbappe!
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And he's being shifted off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Just eases him off the ball. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he has shown him a yellow card. Alexander-Arnold. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
France really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Bellingham. Is there any support? He might not need it.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Eder Militao. And it's Bellingham. Looking tidy in possession here. Good ball, good take. Threads one in. Camavinga. And Doué. Eder Militao makes the interception. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Additionnel, 1 minute.
Now it's Bellingham. Shapes to shoot!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
France are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So we're just settling back into this second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Nice interception, well timed. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Hernandez. Camavinga, Hernandez, and that's gone loose. Valverde. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Eder Militao. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Upamecano cuts out the pass. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such...
Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
À leur place.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And it's made its way to him. Now it's Rodrigo. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's there to belt it away. Goulet. Passing nice and neat. Tries a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And it's Camavinga. Brahim Diaz looking to run onto it. Upamecano. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Dembele, Conte, Chouameni. Half an hour gone in the second half. And it's been played through. Good read, needed to be. And That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Camavinga. Oh, that's well spotted. Camavinga. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe picks it up out wide. France have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And it's Tchouaméni, looking for options for movement. Goulet. Now Eder Militao. Well, he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Back into the middle. Look at this, and the finish! Goulet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, that's been intercepted. Elise. Conte. Chance! The whistle has gone and it is all over. France are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Back into the middle. Shot could be... Mbappe! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid with the corner. They're first. They've played it short, and here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior stood his ground strongly. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's nice. And here's Bellingham. Valverde. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Theo Hernandez, for me, has evolved into one of the best fullbacks, Peter. Certainly in terms of attacking contributions, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone as good as he is in the final third, especially with the movement that allows him to receive the ball in those little pockets of space.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Valverde. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes.
Can he finish? Sensational from Camavinga! A finish of true class! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Opts to play it back. Great chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Saliba. Passing is crisp and sharp. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. He's on it, can he get away?
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Goes for a shot!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that is a good ball to chance! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Upamecano. And it's Tchouaméni. And Doué. And it's Camavinga. Tchouaméni. Ball played for Klaus. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Mbappe. He's being urged to shoot. Decent chance! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Valverde. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, well played. That's a sharp pass. Now, can they get him away? Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Tchouaméni. Valverde. Played back into the centre. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Madrid finding their passes. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham puts his foot on the gas. And it's Valverde. Oh, what has happened? He's had a shot!
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Klaus. Doué. Pass somewhat off target. Camavinga does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
France leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments. Tries a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Madrid have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. That's tidy. Real chance! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Valverde cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Attention.
Madrid choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Doué. So we've reached the hour mark. Not much subtlety about that challenge. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got...
Oh, shooting chance! Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Spread out to the left. And it's Hernandez. Mbappe! Alexander-Arnold did well to stay calm there. Fires it in low. That is a brilliant interception. Bellingham. And here's Dembele. Valverde. Camavinga. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Doué. Camavinga. And it's Doué. Doué. Spread it left. Valverde.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Threads one in. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Chouameni. It's Camavinga. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. And it's made its way to him.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Chouameni. And this is Dembele. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Plays it in low.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6, le numéro 24, le numéro 4. À leur place,
The most accurate pass.
le numéro 25,
Koundé.
le numéro 11, le numéro 15. Changement.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Klaus. Rudiger clears it away. Conte. Konate. Olise providing an outlet on that flank. Cleared without complication. Looking for options for movement. And he shoots! It's fallen loose again!
De temps additionnel.
And he's there to clear it. "90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time."
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy
Un
about.
petit rappel, chers spectateurs.
So a brief breather and then extra time.
Organisé autour de ce match. Merci d'avance.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Mbappe. Koundé. For Olise. Goulet. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Camavinga. And it's Chouameni. Olise gets across and deals with it. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Klaus. Chouameni. Koundé. Pressing high and with purpose. And Konate. Saliba. Driving on and making good progress. And it's Diaz. Brahim Diaz hurtling down that right flank. Olise. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe! He's shifting through the gears here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. What a throw in.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8. À sa place, le numéro 14. Changement en cours.
Conte. And that's played. Big chance! No, not this time.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Brahim Diaz. Elise. That's it for the first period of extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? And he wants... Chance for a shot! Conte. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. Camavinga. Oh, this is a terrific run. And he was alert to it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mendy. Howson. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That has not gone well. Turns back here, probably the best option. He's gone forward. Conte. And this is Dembele. Out to the left it goes. Elise's cross. That's going to go a long way.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Saliba.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
And the referee brings it to a close. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Played back in. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Vinicius' chance! Off the post! Oh, he's played it in low. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And we have our very first corner. Vinicius Junior with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Good ball, good take.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So naturally, you'll be bound to see him in the final third, where he can get the very best out of his strengths.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And here's Mbappe. Valverde. Very nicely done. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And here's Mbappe. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Upamecano. France still without a single shot on target. Klaus. And here's Dembele. The muscular approach does pay off here. Valverde. Valverde. Here's Tchouaméni. Doué. And it's Valverde. And here's Mbappe.
This is the time you need that pace.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Danger averted for now. Camavinga. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Valverde. Eder Militao. And it's Mendy. Mendy going full tilt down the left. No, he's just misjudged that one. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's picked his way through, looking to play him in. He has a look up. He's free. He has got space. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
And here's real chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, incredible! Another own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
France have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe powering forward here.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
It's a really well-measured ball. Now they can break here. Now it's Mbappe. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
France in control at half-time, 2-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Camavinga. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Doué. He's played it back. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Doué. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gets into some space. Oh, well played. He got back really well.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that...
Oh, they could be caught out here! Shapes to shoot! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
A case now of complete control. Tchouaméni gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Klaus. Valverde wins the duel this time. Looking for a corner.
Changement.
Madrid have their second corner now. They've played it short. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, important interception. Camavinga. Looking for options for movement. Doué. Pass is just off target. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rudiger gets rid without sophistication. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
And he has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Mendy. Now it's Rodrigo. That is lovely. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and face-to-face charge, surely! Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Chers spectateurs, je vous invite à prendre connaissance de la note d'information communiquée par la police. Elle s'affiche actuellement sur l'écran géant. Merci.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Swept in, and they can counter here. And here's Mbappe.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
Oh, it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a shot! Mendy gets it clear. That's very neat. And that's been drilled in. And that was very necessary. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought...
He's having a shot! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's cut shapes to shoot! Doué. France are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. And it's Chouameni. Mbappe. No, he's not getting his way this time. And it's Valverde. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Mbappe! And that is expertly dealt with. Madrid with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mendy. Turns and goes back. Can he finish? Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Oh, well played. France have the chance to go the other way. He's through, now is he in? Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Valverde puts his foot on the gas. Shoots! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Doué, good ball, good take. Chouameni.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Can he get on the end of this? He's shifting through the gears here. Great chance! It's in! And the comeback is complete! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Camavinga really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And here's the chance to counter. Tries to play it through. This looks promising. And he's managed to get free. Mbappe! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. Vinicius Junior plays it short. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Dembele. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe! And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's shifted it to the flank, fires it in low. And he's quick to get it clear again. And here's Dembele. Klaus. Dembele. And the shot!
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
Now
additionnel.
that is commitment to the cause.
This possibly the last play of the half. Chance to shoot!
And he's there to belt it away.
That's a throw. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the whistle goes for half-time.
So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Camavinga, Doué.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Doué. Rudiger deals with that comfortably.
And the pass is intercepted.
Upamecano. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. So what can they make of this? Looking for the run. Mbappe. Goes for a shot!
Oh, it's come off the upright.
Bellingham. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, it's come loose!
France needing a change of fortune here.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, big chance! There's the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 21.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 9. Changement.
Pinches it off him. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Doué, who does have an assist to his name. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Can he finish? That's travelling a long way.
Oh, it's Dembele.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Chouameni. Now Saliba.
And it's Dembele.
Camavinga.
Oh, that's a clever-looking ball.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
Brahim Diaz. That's been slipped through. That has been cut short.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Pass is just off target. Deftly away. Chouameni. France finding their passes. Vinicius Junior. Doué. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Thuram. Doué. And that has sent him sprawling. Alexander-Arnold gets good distance on it. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. Camavinga. Has a look and place it forward. Aimed beyond the defence. Danger averted for now. Well, that looks a decent ball. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Mendy is there to clear. That'll be a throw.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6, le numéro 22, le numéro 24.
Dembele looks to get on the end
Le
of
numéro
this.
25, le numéro 11, le numéro 12. Changement en cours.
France really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Temps additionnel.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Eder Militao spots it and intercepts. And that's that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Mesdames et messieurs, je vous
So
demande
Jim, how do you
bien.
reflect? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
The action has already started.
Now it's Dembele. And they're back on the ball again. Driving on and making good progress.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Doué.
Jim, which player is best equipped? Great chance! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot.
France presented with a golden opportunity here. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Oh, he's missed it.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Nicely spread. Vinicius Junior. Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga is the guilty party there. That is a brilliant interception. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe. Eder Militao spots it and intercepts. And now they can clear their lines. Koundé. And it's Camavinga. No goals as yet. It's Camavinga. Cleared without complication. France have reclaimed it. It's run loose here. Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Chouameni. And it's Valverde. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Looking tidy in possession here. Doué. Oh, it's Dembele.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now that's well seen too. Eder Militao. And it's Valverde. This looks promising. Nice control. Camavinga. Eder Militao kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Mbappe. He's on it, can he get away? Tries a shot! Off the post! Goal! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that, because they just don't give up on anything.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Not the most accurate pass. And he's intervened well there. Alexander-Arnold. Chouameni. Camavinga. Can he get on the end of this?
finish! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hernandez.
With a definite foul there.
Hernandez does really well there, he is strong.
Played into space out wide.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's nice. That has been cut short. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
The muscular approach does pay off here. Chouameni. Camavinga. Doué. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mbappe wins the duel this time. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bout of passing here, really easy on the arm. Chance to shoot! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He made it happen. And we've reached half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
France certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 4. Pour le remplacer,
Here we go again.
le numéro 9.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Saliba has given away a free kick.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dembele.
Could try cutting inside here.
And that's another good win of the ball. And he's there to get it away. And he's chosen to go back. France do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And here's Mbappe. Doué. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he was quick to react. Great vision.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well read, and the danger is averted. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, he's been caught on it here!
That'll be a corner.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
Madrid
24.
with their first corner, the first in the game for either side,
Le
actually.
numéro 11. Attention, changement.
And it's been taken short. Vinicius Junior. Lovely feet. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So, another set play.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Rodrigo. Oh, sweet feet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tchouaméni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Fired deep towards the back post. Crossed in once more. Oh, shooting chance! And that has been clubbed away. And it's Camavinga. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Camavinga really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Koundé closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And here's Thuram! Thuram! He's done very well to get to that.
Thuram actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 12. Changement.
And he gets rid in a hurry. That's a throw. Takes aim and crosses. And that's been repelled. France are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Rodrigo. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Camavinga. Now, he's got space here. Oh, that's a key interception. Tchouaméni. Spread out to the left. Oh, well played. He got back really well. Camavinga. Tchouaméni.
France really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And here's Rodrigo. Lovely bit of skill.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That is good strength. Oh, good take in a good area. That's good play. And it's made its way to him. Chooses to go back. That is lovely. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Looking to play him in. And he shoots!
1 minute.
Now that is commitment to the cause. Madrid have their second corner now.
Rodrigo plays it short. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Mesdames et messieurs, je vous demande toute votre attention. Un petit garçon avec un sac à dos vert s'est perdu dans la foule. Ses parents sont priés de se manifester auprès d'un...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. Shoots! And he's done it!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Doué, tries to play it through. That's an excellent interception. Mendy gets rid without sophistication. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Mbappe. That's an imaginative... A header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Out towards the flank. That is lovely. Camavinga. Now it's Doué. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Oh, he's been caught on it here!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Threads one in. Look at, can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Valverde. Tchouaméni wins the duel this time. And he's forced to go back. Eder Militao. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. And it's Valverde. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again.
And a chance! Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Valverde. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Opts for safety. Some good work on the right flank here. And here's Mbappe. That is good alertness. And this is Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he... Shot, surely! And he hits the net!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, it's a great ball here. Great chance! No mistake! France are back on level terms. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Valverde. And here's Bellingham. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that is a good ball to find. Vinicius Junior! It's there! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Tchouaméni. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rudiger with the slide tackle there. Nicely aimed pass. Tchouaméni. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Here we go again.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And it's Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That has not gone well. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Can he get on the end of this? Klaus. Tchouaméni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Probing pass. Klaus. Doué. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's in space and looking for options.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Vinicius Junior, he has found the way through. And it's Bellingham.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Vinicius Junior.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he's going to have his name taken.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
25. Changement.
It's just beyond his reach. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Upamecano, Hernandez. And this is Dembele. That's very neat. He can get that clear. France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
A corner it is then. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Tries to pass it through. He is just caressing the ball. He's found the way through. Oh, that's neat. Rodrigo proves just a little bit too strong. Doué. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now it's Rodrigo. He's had it taken off him.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Klaus was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Arda Güler. Now who's going to be first to this? Conte.
This is the time you need that pace. France really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Dembele. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Goulet. That ball looks a good one. He is through here. Oh, nice touch. Could be danger here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 24. À leur place, le numéro 12. Le numéro 9.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Deftly away.
Une minute.
That's at the end. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. Mbappe! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. In with the challenge. Camavinga.
That was lovely, that.
Looking for options for movement. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, here's a player who can contribute in so many ways. Theo Hernandez. He's shown himself to be not just an effective crosser, but capable of excellent passing from deep, as well as being a pretty decent finisher. Playing for the right team, he probably could get himself into double figures.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Klaus. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe is onto it in a flash, and he was quick to react. And it's Dembele. Now it's Doué. Doué really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Not the most accurate pass. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely. There's the shot! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Played into space out wide. He's picked his way through. And that is masterful defending. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bellingham. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now, who's going to be first to this? Chouameni. Now there's a fine ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Dembele. Oh, this is a very good run. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And the ball is out of play. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Mendy. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Dembele. Doué. Alexander-Arnold. And here's the chance to counter.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Camavinga. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's been shifted off it. Looking to play him in. Doué. Danger averted for now. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, that pass isn't the best. Madrid have reclaimed it. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior has created one goal already. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 21.
And we're underway again.
Le numéro 9.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
This looks promising. Bellingham. No way through there. France different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Mendy. It's Belling. And it's Mendy. Vinicius Junior has it in a wide position. Oh, played through for the wide man. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. France still this single goal behind.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's in a great position here, looking for the run. Chance for a shot! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Complete awareness, he understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That's tidy. He's got away. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. France present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Mignon looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. You like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
And that means just one thing: match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Un rappel à l'intention de nos spectateurs. La consommation de boissons n'est autorisée que dans les zones indiquées. Merci.